I want to show you is exactly how I rig up when I'm flipping soft plastic baits. What I've got here is I got a 1/2 ounce flipping weight, and I put it on the line, and then I like to use these rubber pegs. And what you do is you come in from the back side and you slide one of these pegs up in just like that, and you get hold of the front edge of it. Now you pull it up in there tight, give yourself a little bit of line out there. Now you've got it snug. And here's what I think really helps. Go ahead and trim it off, being careful not to nick your line. Okay, now go right back to the front edge and take that rubber peg and pull it on up in there further. And what that does, it takes it away from the back of the sinker where your line can now center itself again. And then bend your line over, clip it right at the front edge. Now pull your line on back and check if, just in case you nicked it with your scissors, and I haven't. Okay, now I'm going to get my hook, and when I'm flipping, I'm normally using bigger hooks, 4/0 the smallest, and normally 5, once in a while even a 6, and I like to tie the polymer knot, and that's how you start it. You just get your 2 lines through. Now be careful that you don't cross them like that, or you're going to weaken the knot. So you have them perfectly parallel, and then you do a quick half hitch, and you keep this loop right here, drop your hook through it. Now you've got the bait like that. Normally you want to wet the line, put a little saliva, whatever on it, but make sure this loop always stays at the back as you pull it down. You don't want that to flop forward. If it flops forward, you're not going to have near as strong a knot. So there it is right there. Make sure it's good and tight to where it's not going to slip when you set the hook, and I leave about 1/8 of an inch to a 1/4 inch of tag end right there in case it does slip a little bit. Now you can take a plastic bait like a rodent, go in basically to the bend of the hook right there. Now pop it out, slide it on up through the bend. Now rotate your hook. Now you take your rodent or a tube, whatever it may be, and bend it just like that and pop the hook straight through the bait. Now you see how straight it lays, just like that? Now move your plastic forward and let it come back over the tip. So now it's perfectly weedless. You got your sinker pegged, you slide it down against the head of the bait, and now you've got something rigged up to where it's going to be totally weedless, coming through the weeds, and it's going to stay together. In other words, if you pull it over a branch or pull it over a reed, your sinker's not going to fall one way and your bait the other to where you don't know what's going on. You rig your baits that way and you're set up for flipping and pitching.